It would be totally spectacular, having a female president in one of the leading countries in the world. It would give females in other countries a tangible hope for the presidency in their own countries. This is more like a 2023 thing, but let's keep our fingers crossed. Anything can happen.
Yes, I am proud to be America's first straight female president. Reading, writing, and refilling the ocean. Thank you very much.
World peace. You would agree with us that this is one of the pressing things we need in this world. Especially after the chaos of 2020, the war in every part of every continent, and the growing rate of terrorism and hunger. Perhaps the most pressing predictions that we would love to see come true from the Simpsons' prediction of world peace is surely at the top of everyone's wish list, especially after the pandemic and deaths of 2020. In the Springfield Files, the brilliant crossover episode with the X-Files, Agents Mulder and Scully arrive in town to investigate a mysterious, glowing being that appears each Friday night, proffering love and peace to the residents of Springfield. It turns out to just be Mr. Burns, goofed up to his eyeballs after his weekly life extension treatments at the Mayo Clinic and glowing from a lifetime of radiation exposure at the power plant. But he still manages to unite the world in a heartwarming display of togetherness, acceptance, and song. This naturally very interesting episode.
Even though they were all yellow, you can tell who was black and who was white and who was Hispanic and who was Indian, Asian, everything. And Mr. what's his name? Dude was white.
From a lifetime of radiation exposure at the power plant, but he still manages to unite the world in a heartwarming display of togetherness, acceptance, and song. This naturally very interesting episode predicts a unity of the world order. While we would want to have a baby translator, this is a prediction we really will come through in 2022. We hope.
He came from a crazy
Stop
house,
delivering other people's food to make
representing all the people that they try to deem crazy is the ones that's telling the fucking truth. They call me crazy.
Colonization of Mars. With the evolution of science, we know that certain predictions of the Simpsons
Colonization of Mars
come true. Earth, prior to the growth of science, was seen as the only planet suitable for human habitation. Marge is not thrilled when Lisa volunteers for a future one-way trip to Mars, so she volunteers to go with her. In fact, hoping to dissuade Lisa, the whole family signs up. The idea behind Exploration Incorporated's expedition is to colonize the Red Planet before 2026, a date that moves up to, like, the end of the week. The takeoff fails, but Lisa and Marge make it to Mars in 2051, only for Lisa to announce she wants to move to Venus. While Elon Musk's SpaceX is currently developing Mars-bound cargo flights for as early as 2022, fully colonizing Mars would require an out-of-this-world budget. The Mars-bound cargo is a step in the direction of the...
What the fuck was I was just saying about the damn budget? The motherfucking budget, bro. When you could be... I swear I just said all this shit yesterday. The fucking budget. When there's homelessness, there's hunger... You know what I'm saying? There's pollution here that you can employ people to clean up. You can employ people, build housing, pay people that actually know what they're fucking doing and how to heal people, as long as they're willing. Y'all need to be wrapped up in some straight jackets at this point. Forewarning. Confirmation.
Predictions. Simpsons have a knack of staging events that end up getting to reality.
I just said that shit. You try to play me, that's confirmation. You got some shit on lock and confirmation. God ain't playing. Bro, I'm telling you right now. Oh my God. Fuck the peace and let it rain on you. What the fuck? Yup.
Marge and Lisa, congratulations. You've both passed with flying colors and will be named finalists in our astronaut search.
2. Virtual reality food. This would be one of the most ridiculous predictions ever. Like, who would want to wait for mac and cheese virtually? Would you want your yummy cheese pizza in some virtual world? No. The Simpsons made it back to...
What they meant was basically saying virtual reality food, which some people could probably, I'm pretty sure, adhere to. Fuck. Is
Adrian Garcia. There's a lot about this guy that doesn't.
the GMO. The GM to the O. The genetically modified food. What I just was saying. Prepping y'all. Get ready for their fucking takeover. Oh.
Here, Homer and Marge chowed down on
Colonizing.
via VR glasses and feeding tubes. Although you'd think the whole virtual, no calories thing would have trimmed down the junk food junkie patriarch, it didn't. Homer still chowed down a bunch of donuts. Meanwhile, in the real world, Royal Caribbean is looking into giving their cruise line guests a VR dining experience. With every bite of food, you are transported to a new setting. And food scientists at Cornell University found that cheese eaten in a pleasant VR setting tasted better. Well, this is just crazy. Brilliant, but crazy. And don't be surprised, your first meal in 2022 would be in a virtual reality setting. Don't laugh.
Ugh, this virtual fudge tastes like crap.
Not half as good as cyber fudge.
And there you have it. Some of the predictions of The Simpsons for 2022. Tell us what you think about these predictions.
Nigga, they can have all this shit. That's how I feel about this shit. They can have all of this shit 111 on the clock. Trinity on my mama, on my Mother Earth. Mother Earth ain't playing with y'all. I told y'all Angry Birds, for real. Y'all can have that bullshit. Y'all can absolutely have that bullshit. If this whole chair break down on me, y'all don't laugh. That motherfucker looks wild. Jim Carrey secret real domination plan. Real shit. And that shit keeps on popping up in my feed. They can have that bullshit. They gonna want some virtual reality food. They keep fucking around. That's all they gonna fucking have to eat, for real. They keep fucking around. And y'all keep on fucking around and letting them do this shit. Man, I'm telling you, y'all gonna be eating virtual every fucking thing. And pretty much already are, especially if it's GMO. Like I said, I'm bringing my body out of that shit. Oh, jeez Louise. What in the fuck? Ten horrible ways animals can end you. Fucking dolphins, bro. Why the dolphin should be feared. Dolphins, not sharks. What killed people who opened King Tut's tomb? Curiosity. Jeez Louise.
Dolphins have been known to play with themselves by wrapping live wriggling eels around their dolphin doorknobs. Oh, you know it gets worse. Dolphins will also divorce a fish's head from its body and then use the disembodied fish head as a fish light. There's videos. I'm not going to show you, but they're there. It gets worse. Dolphins will also divorce a fish's head from its body and then use the disembodied fish head as a fish light. There's videos. I'm not going to show you, but they're there. Dolphins can catch feelings for humans to the point where they get jealous. In 1994, a man got vibe checked so badly by a dolphin that he ended up dying of internal hemorrhage. The reason? The dolphin saw him around some women that he liked and felt some type of way. The man broke his heart, so the dolphin broke his ribs and then punctured his lung for good measure. In 1965, Margaret Lowe's part of an experiment where we tried to teach dolphins English, and to get her dolphin to focus, the dolphin didn't apply, but he got a job. The experiment was cut short because it turns out unless it's shooting oil, playing tug-of-war with a dolphin's baby leg in a government-funded experiment is a terrible career move. After that, the dolphin got depressed and unsubscribed from life. Yes, capital S with a sign at the end. Workers at a Florida research center smiled as they watched a bunch of dolphins play volleyball, and then stopped smiling when they realized they were just smacking around a baby shark to the point where they had to go in and rescue it. Male dolphins will form gangs, kidnap a female, and hold her hostage, and then proceed to run through her like a track meet in violent choo-choo parties that can last weeks. And these water Weinsteins will tail smack her to keep her in line. If she tries to escape, they'll just chase her down. Dolphins only exist to serve the will of Satan. You say what you will about sharks, but Jaws would never. Okay, so I wasn't gonna talk about this, but Hank brought it up, so I'm not responsible. I, the children, this is the only warning you finna get. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the blowhole thing he's talking about is this godforsaken what the right here. So the fact here is that Amazon dolphins are believed to have, I'm gonna call it bowling. These dolphins are believed to participate in gay bowling matches, but instead of a lane, it goes down their blowhole. Now, in case you're confused about how dolphins, dolphin, they kinda need that to breathe. So this is basically like taking one up the nostril and then feeling it in your lungs like Cali Cream. And considering dolphins who use live eels and decapitated fish heads as toys, I had no problem believing this. However, I was researching this because that's what my life has become, and I read that a dolphin research associate has said that he had never seen a dolphin violate another's blowhole like this. Also, fun fact, dolphins can't breathe through their mouth the way we can, so doing it up the blowhole would be like you holding your breath the next time you go bowling. Especially if since water starts rushing in, the dolphin could end up drowning. So yeah, I don't know if this is true. My theory is that it doesn't happen often at all, but once in a while a dolphin will go bowling down the wrong lane. Also, since male dolphins will violate each other to assert dominance, I can promise you that whatever the hell this is, consent was sold separately. Also, if this has only ever happened once, it's already happened too often. Moral of this video, there is no safe way to explain my search history. Here's something about SpongeBob you probably didn't know. Do you know how they live underwater, yet there's a whole beach for no reason? We were all like, how is...
Call me SpongeBob. Took the bird patties. And then they go to word called cat daddy. Hell no, nigga. Cat daddy, I can't do it. Can't do it. Yeah, that's self-explanatory.
Water underwater? Well, there's actually such a thing as underwater lakes and rivers. In places like the Gulf of Mexico, seawater will often rise through a thick layer of salt that you'll often find at the seafloor. The rising water dissolves the salt layer, causing it to collapse, all while forming a depression. And of course, the dissolved salt makes the water in the depression denser than the seawater surrounding it, which is how you can end up with a river or lake in the ocean. Some of these underwater rivers can actually be a few miles long. And underwater rivers, which are really just a mixture of saltwater and hydrogen sulfide, behave and flow as normal rivers. Now here's where I think you up. These underwater brine pools are 3 to 8 times saltier than the seawater around it, which is why animals like this eel that get too close can end up getting toxic shock while getting trapped inside. So in a weird way, it's actually possible for underwater animals to drown inside these brine pools. This eel got lucky, but normally most animals that mess around and get that close don't come out alive. Moral of this video, Hillenburg was a genius. And just because of this comment, I'm finna y'all up. First of all, this is a giant Pacific octopus, and yes, they can weigh up to 600 pounds. That's more than 2 washing machines and heavy enough to get a show on TLC. Also, octopus have no bones at all, and they don't have any air bladders or gas pockets, which is how they can survive being at the bottom of the ocean without the water pressure turning them into a chalk outline. If you tried to live with an octopus, you'd become an Instapack because your lungs would fill with blood and collapse as your body literally folds on itself. And fun.
That just reminded me of Inside Out, bro, when they went through the different dimensions. Oh my goodness. When they went through the different dimensions, they went through the one dimension, and then the second dimension, the third dimension. Oh Lord, they were going through the different dimensions, meaning how they can be perceived as either lines or 2-dimension, and then 3-dimension, and then 4-dimension. They went all the way to 4th dimension. That's fucking crazy, bro. That was joy and sadness. See, there's Easter eggs in every fucking thing. You cannot turn it off once you turn it on. It's fucking crazy. Yeah. Sea creatures are dangerous. And way more fucking crazier than you could fucking imagine.
Actually mildly disturbing fact. Look at your door. No, seriously, look. An octopus that weighs the same as 2 shacks can fit under your door and crawl into your room. Since they don't have bones or bladders to hold them back, a several hundred-pound octopus could fit through a passageway not that much bigger than a quarter. Now, obviously, not all octopus tip the scales of 6.
Nigga, my ear just started ringing.
Pounds, but all
Talking about oversoul. That's the depiction of your oversoul being sit down here or channeled to you. It's like 700 pounds being squeezed through a tube that's that fucking big. Yeah, talk about fucking true shit that actually happens.
octopus can fit through things that your mental health probably isn't prepared for. That and the fact that octopus are probably the smartest things in the world that don't have a spine is how octopus can escape anything that wasn't built with them in mind. It's how Inky the octopus escaped an aquarium and was never heard from again. It's also how this next video exists, and you're welcome in advance. No, I'm not doing it.
He said, I'm not doing it.
No, I'm not doing this alone.
What's up, dude?
Yo, so there's this video going around TikTok and everyone expects me to address it.
I mean, your face isn't in it, so just say you were hacked.
What? No, not that video.
Oh!
Not like the weird-ass ocean demon thing. People want to know what it is, and I am not strong enough to handle it alone.
I mean, it's definitely some sort of primate with the forward-facing eyes like that. I can see how people think it's a weird human demon thing because it doesn't have any fur.
See, now that's what I thought. I figured with the skull structure and the canine teeth, whatever it is, or was, it's probably an omnivore that just ate whatever it felt like. Kind of like us.
And he said it was found on the coast of Panama, right?
Yeah, it was in like Playa Finau in Panama. Also, it had these long, lanky arms that looked like almost too long for itself. Like Kevin Durant arms on a Kevin Hart body.
I mean, it's hard to tell because it's so washed up, but okay, primate on the coast of Panama and super long legs.
Okay, hear me out. It's gotta be like a spider monkey or something, right? I mean, that only makes sense.
Or maybe a howler monkey, and it's super bloated, so it probably got cocky, went in the water, and drowned.
It'd be like that. And now it's the second ugliest thing in the ocean.
What's the first? I'm gonna let that one
Oh
slide.
my
He said,
fucking
or
god, I
maybe a
just
howler
jumped.
monkey, and it's super bloated, so it probably got cocky, went in the water, and drowned.
It'd be like that. And now it's the second ugliest thing in the ocean.
What's the first? I'm gonna let that one slide. Peace out.
Alright, good looks. Wait,
Bro.
what video did you think I was talking? There are some things you've probably never seen before. This isn't Photoshop. This is an actual pink manta ray. It was recorded swimming in the Great Barrier Reef off the coast of Queensland, Australia. And apparently this pink UFO is the only known one in the entire world. And we don't really know why this thing exists. Like, some believe it gets its color from its diet the same way flamingos do. But if that were true, then you'd wonder why we haven't found more of them. But the best guess is that it's caused by a mutation that affects pigments. Plus, some things in Australia just don't need an explanation, because being in Australia is the explanation. A yellow penguin. This is a king penguin, and just for reference, that is what they're supposed to look like. But it's believed that this blonde bird is leucistic. And leucism means this penguin doesn't have the melanin needed to grow black feathers.
No
and in a
melanin.
colony of more than 100,000 other penguins, this was the only blonde. And normally standing out that much is a great way to end the day as a seal's true to him. That being said, she seems to be doing alright for herself. A completely white moose. This bull moose went viral in Sweden for being whiter than the Brady Bunch. And like the penguin, this Caucasian tank is leucistic,
Oh
not
my
albino.
backer.
The big difference is an albino would have pink eyes, but this moose has brown. And normally wearing white in the woods is like wearing a target on your back while walking through a shooting range. In a lot of places, the white moose are protected by law. The MOCs, they can go themselves. Fun fact, in Canada, it's illegal to take the life of a moose that's more than 50% white in color. You can be 7 feet tall with antlers and body odor and still have white privilege. Now, ain't that here are some monkeys you've never seen before. Yes, that is a polka dot zebra. It was first seen in 2019 in Kenya when it was just a baby, and apparently it's the first of its kind to ever get caught on camera. The reason for this Klondike horse is because of pseudomelanism, which causes dark spots and stripes to cover most of an animal's body. And it's called pseudomelanism because this is what full-on melanism looks like. Zebras like this are so rare because without normal stripes, it's easier for them to get picked off by predators and they're more vulnerable to disease-causing flies. That being said, to my knowledge, it's still alive. Her name is Tira, and there she is with her mama. A white giraffe, aka proof that shiny Pokemon really do be out here. And just like the other animals, this giraffe has leucism, which causes it to lose most of its skin pigmentation. Because we simply refuse to have nice things, most Caucasian giraffes end up getting turned into trophies by poachers. You can tell a lot about a man by the animals he kills. The bigger and more rare the animal, the more likely he buys jock straps from Baby Gat. But it's not all bad. To keep this Snow White giraffe alive, rangers put a GPS tracking device on him so they could always watch over him. And now we have this snake right here. This is a piebald python.
A ball, yeah.
Has patterns of unpigmented spots, unpigmented hair or skin. Or in this case, scales. An example would be this equality symbol of a horse, since the white parts are the unpigmented sections. If it helps you remember, the word piebald is because the white patches of skin or scales are considered the bald part.
Piebald.
And you can actually own one since people started breeding piebald pythons as pets. I have no idea how long it took me to say that sentence. If you know someone that hates snakes, show them this baby piebald and watch how fast they fold. I can personally guarantee you it's cuter than any snake you've ever dated. According to zookeepers, here are the animals you actually have to worry about. Zebras are fundamentally
I actually had a ball python. I had a ball python pet, and it actually escaped its cage, and oh my god, my mom was fucking freaking, bro. She cannot sleep. I don't blame her as to why. Y'all trying to be funny. I did the reaction.
Keepers as any other animal. They're not just horses from Africa. They're Oreo donkeys that share an area code with lions, leopards, and hyenas. All that generational trauma has made zebras aggressive, stubborn, and worst of all, unpredictable.
That's not funny. That zebra kicked the shit out that fucking gazelle. You know, what? Down for the count. Startle zebra. See what happens.
Male zebra has a temper tantrum. One kick can shatter your ribs, and one bite can destroy nerves in your hand. Yeah, there's a reason we can ride horses but not zebras. Anteaters are dangerous for the simple fact that they're blind. Anteaters are legally blind, and unless you're right in its face, it won't recognize you. And if you're just close enough, it can barely make out fuzzy images. But being blind in the same neighborhood as jaguars breeds trust issues, which is why if the anteater feels even slightly threatened, they will swing on you. Those hooked claws can easily tear through your arm. If they manage to cut one of your arteries, it's up for you. One zookeeper in Argentina got put on the news after a giant anteater slashed her stomach open and she bled out. Yeah, they don't play. No, this is not a joke. It's because monkeys like tamarins are cute. So cute that some people forget that they have razor-sharp teeth that can break skin. That and the fact that people are dumb enough to stick their fingers in cages is why if you ask which animal sent the most people to the hospital in the Jersey Wildlife Trust, you'll see this ginger monkey's mugshot. Zebras are black with white stripes, and nobody ever believes me when I say it. I already know what you're gonna say before you say it, but hear me out. Their stomachs might be white, but that's just their fur. If you shave a zebra completely, their skin will be black. If you think I'm lying, one of the only parts of a zebra without fur is its snout, and it's black enough to get a pass. But if you really want me to be a nerd about it, zebra fur grows from follicles that have melanocyte cells, which gives them their color. But the white part of a zebra's fur is where the melanocytes are deactivated, meaning it's only white because there aren't any pigments. Which means a zebra's default color is actually black. Which means this biracial donkey, which isn't a joke by the way, zebras are closer to wild donkeys than actual horses, which I'm just saying. The Oreo donkey is actually black, but with white stripes. But honestly, I didn't even need to make this video. This one was voiced by Chris Rock. That's literally all the proof I needed. I know it's a small hill, but I'll still die on it.
Poke it out, circuit, poke it out. Hey, okay, let's end this shit out like that. Chris Rock. I'm going down. Wow. What the fuck took Prince Charming so long? Even when he knew Fiona was waiting in the tallest room, the tallest tower. His ego. It was a lifelong lesson of accepting who you are and wearing a mask. Yeah, because the king really was a fraud. He made a deal 11/22, as I'm saying this. He really was a fraud, and he made a fucking deal with the witch that turned him human. That's how chimeras. I've talked about this shit before. That's how Fiona ended up being part ogre, and she would transform at night. So at night, like, that's when you come alive. Like, just the difference between wearing a mask. Which one is your real mask? Are you wearing a real mask in the daylight and you know, come out of your true self at night, or what? So she really was accepting to finding her true love, so it was okay. But then the king didn't want to accept Shrek for who he was, but he was hiding his little dirty ass drawers and him being a frog. Like I said, there's many a species here on planet Earth, and this shit is crazy. So that's the depiction of what? A human mixing with reptilians, Anunnakis. Oh, I can't even say. Yeah, reptilian and Anunnaki are the same being. But then it kind of makes me wonder because I'm like, why Nicki Minaj and Cardi B don't get along? And I've seen videos of how Cardi B glitch, but I've also seen videos of how Nicki Minaj shapeshift. So, inquiring minds just saying, and we are the more lighter, brighter skin of which became of slavery. So, that makes more sense because I swear, the more light-skinned people are, the more fucking violent and volatile they can fucking really be. And if they pick up the mentality of a lighter, brighter, they can be fucking drastically deadly. Honestly, I've noticed that. That's why I think it's really dangerous for certain breedings to happen, especially in certain environments of how the mothering. It's funny, I just looked at Ocean. Wish. Yemaya. That really mothering nature and protective and, you know, how things are really, the environmental it means everything. So that's why I mean, like, by healing Mother Nature, y'all got to be a motherfucking fool by being volatile here to think that you can go and be like that somewhere else. That's destroying the universe. Do you really think, y'all really think God gonna let y'all get away with this? That's why things are being exposed the way they are. So, it's about to be 4 hours I've been on this thing. And it's gonna take me maybe 2 days to upload this shit. I don't know. But it's fucking crazy, bro. Okay, back to Shrek, because I've been getting this shit too. Yeah, my chairs are breaking all over. Baby, are you down, 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 down,